It's finally here. This is the all new Thar. All the suspense, all the spy pictures, all the when it is going to come, when is it going to come, all of this ends now. The wraps are off, the camouflage is off, the final production version of the all new Thar is here and we are going to drive it. It is a very short drive, I must tell you. It's only on the roads of Mumbai, so we can't really give you a full in-depth road test, but just look at it. Doesn't it put a smile on your face? Don't you want one?
Before we hit the road, here's a reminder to subscribe to the Evo India YouTube channel, hit the bell icon to stay notified of all our cool videos, and check out this cool new t-shirt that has just dropped on the Evo India 100 kmph merchandise line. We are giving away a couple to subscribers of the Evo India channel. Drop in your thoughts on the new Thar and the coolest comments win this t-shirt.
I'm an emotional fool. You just look at it and half the job is done. It looks so bloody desirable. It's like, wow, just check it out. People are staring. Everybody's creating the next to look at the Thar. It is so iconic. It is so recognizable. It has been updated for the current era, for the modern times. This is what they call a freedom drive. We are doing this on the Independence Day, and it can't be a proper road test because let's be honest about it, in Bombay traffic, even though traffic is significantly reduced compared to what it used to be, but there's not that much that I can tell you in terms of actual road testing. But what I will tell you is that this feels 100 times better than the old Thar. Now this is the turbo petrol engine. It's a new 2-liter turbo petrol engine. It's made it to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Words I never thought I would ever use while describing a Mahindra Thar. Petrol engine, automatic gearbox. Of course, all versions of the Thar get the low ratio 4x4, so you are not going to compromise in terms of off-road ability. And the engine is silent. It is butter smooth. It is a world away from all my memories, all my past experiences with the Thar. It is quiet. Nothing is rattling. This is a soft top, and I'm going over regular Mumbai roads, and it's not going and all that. Nothing is happening. This is so much better. It is so advanced compared to the past. The ride quality. Now this is running on coil springs. It's not running on the old leaf springs in the past, and the ride is actually pretty livable. The CEO of Mahindra's automotive division, Vijay Nakra, he talked about the fence sitters, the people who wanted a Thar but could never imagine living with the compromises of the Thar. For them, this is sorted. I was a fence sitter 7.5 years ago when we started Evo India magazine. That time we had a long-term test Thar. In fact, it was a super Thar with rally kit on it. But I never used it because it was too crude, too loud, too harsh. For a short weekend blast, it was great, but you couldn't live with it. So I'd given it to Osip and he loved that thing. But this new Thar, this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to live with. Of course, we have to wait till the 2nd of October. That's when the prices will be out and that's when it is going to be launched. But first impressions, in the first 10 minutes of driving out of Mahindra's factory gates on the Western Express Highway with traffic around me, I love it. This is what we've been waiting forever for, but the wait has been worth it. Now you get a modern infotainment system and it looks all sealed, so I guess you can wash it down, so you can drive it with the roof off. If it's raining, nothing's going to happen to it. The seats are comfortable. The driving position is sorted. It's got great visibility forward, even to the side. The A-pillars are obviously thick, but the visibility is good. It's got this nice high set seating position, which obviously a Thar should have. It makes you feel like the king of the world. You can rest your arms on the door pad out here. The steering, soft touch, but plastic, so nothing to wear out even if you drive it in the hot sun with the roof off.
Getting the roof off on the convertible soft top is an easy enough task. You unzip the two side panels, the rear panel, throw that inside the car, and then unhook the two latches which are above the windscreen hidden behind the sunshades and drop the top down. It is an easy enough task. One person can do it and it takes maximum a minute.
So ride quality. Now this road is a bit wavy. Obviously, typical Mumbai roads, never perfectly smooth, and it does jump around. It's got a typical ladder frame chassis trait in that it hops around these small little ripples. The shake is there in the body structure, but this is the all new third generation ladder frame chassis. It's not a monocoque, so it's tough. It's like how an off-roader, a serious off-roader has to be. And make no mistake, the Thar, it might look more civilized. It is definitely more civilized to drive, but it is a proper hardcore off-roader. Mahindra, they have appealed to the emotional side of us Indians, and we Indians are nothing if not emotional. And that wind plate out there with Made in India with pride written on it, that's such a cool touch. Everybody talks about vocal for local and all of that, but that makes you feel proud to be an Indian, proud to drive an Indian car. Okay, now a bit of an open road, so let's put a foot down. It does pick up speed quite well. Yeah, now the soft top, it does make itself felt and you can hear the noise. But yeah, it accelerates pretty well. Now we can't V-Box test it over here on Mumbai's roads. And you can feel the jiggle through the steering wheel also. Typical ladder frame. But of course this has to off-road like a champ. So I would not want it to be any more civilized. It needs to feel like a proper off-roader. Something that when the fancy strikes you, when you have time on the weekend, you can actually take out your wife, your kids and go out and do some off-roading. A heavily overcast day in Mumbai, actually an ideal day for using the Thar. Water wading capabilities, all of that we can try out, and Mumbai has been known to throw up such challenges. But anyway, jokes aside, now what have I learnt in 20 minutes with the Thar? It is very livable. This dash, it looks modern. There is a music system in a Thar and the speakers are out here, so you don't have to worry about the electricals getting soaked when you drive it through water or wade through water. The steering wheel, it feels like a nice modern steering wheel, modern clocks. The Thar, if you remember the earlier Thar, the edges were like sawed off by hand to fit in. This, it feels normal. It feels like a proper modern molded dashboard. Nice touches. The aircon, it works really well. In fact, I've increased the temperature because it's like freezing cold, and Mahindra have always made very strong air conditioners. Nice grab rail here. You can rest your elbow out on this door pad, so it's comfortable to drive. Good sight lines. It's got airbags, 2 airbags. Nice comfortable seats. These are not compromised seats. And this cabin, it looks and feels like a properly modern cabin, not like something that has just been cobbled together at the last minute. Power windows, boss, power windows in your Mahindra Thar. What has the world come to? Did I mention that the Thar now has central locking? That's right, it's got central locking with the remote on the key. Plus, it now has a forward facing rear seat, so no longer jump seats. You can actually put people back over there. It's not very easy to get into the back, I'll be honest about that. But once you get in at the back, it's fine. The legroom is alright. It's a 4-seater for sure. But the guys at the back are no longer prisoners in your Thar. Not that this is going to be of much use when you're driving up Pali Hill, but the infotainment, it's got a custom adventure mode. So you got the on-road mode where it shows you power and torque curves, how much torque you're using, the compass heading. It also has a G meter. Now in the earlier Thar, a G meter would be laughable, but with this new 150 bhp petrol engine, well, you step on it and it does move, and the G meter also moves. It also has a off-road mode. So on the off-road mode, it shows you pitch, roll angle. You have a custom mode, so there you can set it up to show speed, odometer, pitch, gear indicator, power, engine temperature, roll, wheel angle, so how much your wheels are turned by, torque, the G monitor and the compass. And it also has this Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter icons. So I'm guessing while you are off-roading in the middle of the jungles, you can tweet what the hell is going on with you. So, well, that's cool. Now, should we talk about the elephant in the room? Obviously, now there is no two ways about this. This all-new Thar has been inspired by the earlier generation Wrangler. Obviously, if this was another manufacturer and another car, I would be howling and shouting from the rooftops that this is not done. But as an Indian automotive enthusiast, forget off-roading enthusiast, just a pure automotive enthusiast, I can't complain. You're getting a 50 lakh Wrangler at between 13 to 15 lakhs. That is what we estimate this will be priced at. And that is fantastic. What is there to complain about? Stop complaining, people. Just enjoy what you're getting. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what I'm going to tell you. Of course, we must also talk about lineage and provenance. Now, Jeep's heritage obviously stretches back to the World War II Willys Jeeps, but so does Mahindra and Mahindra's heritage, because that's where they started off. They started off making those World War II Jeeps, and until the Scorpio, everything could trace its lineage, its roots directly back to the World War II Jeep. So Mahindra's history, their heritage is also that World War II Jeep. So if the Thar traces its visual DNA to the World War II Jeep, that is good and right, because that is what Mahindra's heritage is all about. You know who will be watching the reactions to the Thar very closely? The guys over at Maruti Suzuki. Now they will see how Indian automotive enthusiasts like me are going ballistic, going bananas over this. They will see that enthusiasts who put down their hard-earned money, they will buy this Thar. They definitely will buy this Thar. And if you want my opinion, I will tell you, definitely go out and buy the Thar. And they will then fast-track plans for the Jimny. 100%. They will do that. Now, as you can see, I can barely contain my enthusiasm for the Thar, but then nothing in the world is perfect. So if I had to wear my road tester hat, what would I criticize? Well, for starters, this ride, it is always unsettled. It is never really plush or smooth, and is always jiggling and bouncing around on the road. So you always feel what is going on with the road. So that's something that you've got to get used to. The engine is not really all that powerful for a 2-liter turbo petrol engine, but it's okay. It's adequate for whatever this Thar is meant to do. The 6-speed automatic is actually pretty good. The driving position, that's good. Getting in at the back, now that requires a bit of acrobatics, but once you get in over there, 4 people can actually sit comfortably in the Thar. And yeah, that's about it. I really can't find anything else to criticize on the Thar. I'm sure the pricing also will be right. The rumors are between 13 and 15 lakhs for the turbo petrol with the automatic, which is actually great value. And for a lifestyle vehicle, the Thar is brilliant. As the only vehicle in the family also, the Thar is now a great solution. You can live with it on an everyday basis, off-road with it on the weekends, do road trips with it. It's a brilliant lifestyle vehicle. It is the Indian Wrangler, and it's perfectly positioned. I love it. I really can't contain my enthusiasm for it. I love the Thar.
Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.